Welcome to this edition of Everything Home TV. I am really excited about today's show. I got a brand new steering wheel for the EHTV truck. We've got a lot of miles on the truck, been doing a lot of driving. The top part of our old steering wheel, it's a leather steering wheel. It's kind of from the oils in your hand and stuff. It's eaten away, the leather in the sun. It's kind of torn away up there. This brand new OEM steering wheel is only about $220 because I was going to put a cover on it, but I realized with it being that cheap, I'm just going to put a brand new steering wheel on. So let's go outside, get to the EHTV truck, and I'm going to show you how to put on this steering wheel.
Okay, so the first thing we're going to want to do before we even go in the truck and take the steering wheel off is, since we're going to be dealing with the airbag, I want to disconnect both the batteries on this. This being a diesel, it's going to have two batteries. If you've got a gas-powered truck, it's only going to have one battery, so we're just going to loosen these up and disconnect that. That way we don't have to worry about the airbag going off or it setting off one of our sensors. Okay, so here's the steering wheel we're going to be replacing, and I'm going to be replacing it because up here you can see the leather has worn out and it's getting old. So first thing we're going to do, I'm going to show you on each side of the steering wheel. You see that little hole right here? There's going to be one just like that on the opposite side, and that's what we're going to need we'll stick a pin in there on each side at the same time to release the airbag. So let's show you how to do that right now. Okay, so I'm just going to use a couple of Allen wrenches to go inside these holes, and basically what you're going to do is you're going to push inside and you're going to feel a little spring in there that you hit, and then we're going to pull this one side out a little bit. Once we have that side out, we're going to go over to the other side, and once we get the other side pushed in and released, and we just pull out the airbag. Okay, so we're going to disconnect the airbag from back in here. We're going to leave it hooked up here, and then we're going to disconnect this wiring harness here, because the new steering wheel basically has all this is all pre-wired. So when we disconnect these, it's going to be a lot easier instead of doing it from there, because we've just got to reconnect back up the new wheel when we put it in. So we'll disconnect that one first. Just pull that out of the way. Change of plans. I'm not going to remove the airbag from back here. That ends up staying in place. So what we'll do is we'll take it off from up here, and basically you've got to just take this lock, pull it up like that, and then you've got a little pin on each side here, one on this side. See if I can get it with my fingernail, and then that just comes out like that. So we're going to leave this wire here connected and then just have it disconnected from here. All right, so since we've got these disconnected now, next thing we want to do is remove this bolt here. I believe it is a 13/16. All right, now that we've got that removed, we're going to hook up our steering wheel puller and pull off the old steering wheel. Okay, so here's my steering wheel puller kit. Now this one's from Harbor Freight. Now we're going to be using this out of this kit, but this kit doesn't come with this one that's taken for taking off this type of GM steering wheel. It's more of a little hook. So I was able to purchase this separately. I think I got this at Home Depot online. But basically we're going to use this and this piece here. On some you'll use these bolts where they hook into where these would normally hook into on some steering wheels. But we'll pull the steering wheel off real quick. I'm not going to show you how to hook all this up. Basically I'll show you when it's all hooked up, and then we'll pull off the steering wheel. Okay, you can see how this is hooked up. So these hooks go down and go in there, and then this will be facing out, which means the hook's turned out. And then this center part will go right into the steering wheel, and basically we'll just be tightening this up here. That'll push down and pull the steering wheel off. All right, so let's take this off. This one on this particular one is a 13 millimeter. That was it. It's not on there that tight. So once that's like that, take this off, remove this hook, remove that hook, and the steering wheel comes right out. So what we'll do is clean all this off and then put in the new steering wheel. All right, so here's our beautiful new steering wheel. And you might not be able to see it, but right in here, you can see a little arrow, and you've got your splines in here, and then you've got one that's a little bit wider right there, and that's gonna fit right here on this one. So there's only one way this wheel can really go on. So let's feed that through there, line that up, and slide that into place. And then next we're gonna just wanna put this nut back on. There we go. Once that's done, we're gonna wanna reconnect this wire here. Slides right into place there. Once that's on good and tight, then we're going to reconnect the airbag. It'll slide right in there, click in, and then you want to push this tab back down and lock that into place. And these are going to line up with these two holes here, and that's the little bar that you're pushing over that'll release this from there when we took it out. And line that up and just push that into place. We're all set in here, and then what we're just gonna go do is reconnect the batteries, and then we'll try this all out. Get this one back on here. Get that one back in place. Tighten it up. Remember, you don't need to over tighten these. There we go, that's good. Say hi to Tiger. What's going on, buddy? Let's go in here and get it turned back on. All right, we've got the battery all hooked back up. Horn works. And let's see. Truck fires right up. It's all great. Brand new steering wheel. Awesome. Tiger, what do you think? Is that good? Is that good? Let's get out of here.